Hi, I'm Bill Hawthorne, and I'm a spring scientist and underwater photographer, and we are here in northern Florida, and I'm going to teach you some tips and tricks that I've learned throughout my years to photograph amazing animals in freshwater springs. So tip number one for photographing in Florida springs is to choose the right time of year. There's some incredible wildlife in these springs, but some of them are only found during the winter or the summer, and different behaviors can be in different times of years. So if you want to photograph manatees, always come in the wintertime. If you want to photograph striped bass, always come in the summer. And if you want to avoid the people, always make sure to go during the coldest, stormiest days. My tip number two is to research the type of spring that you're going to. There are many different types of springs throughout Florida. Some are salty, some are fresh, and all contain a unique assemblage of flora and fauna. So there are some springs like this that are crystal clear and will give you those really beautiful, crisp images. And there are some springs that are tannin filled where the water looks orange or green. And those springs can be a lot better for moody photos or different types of shooting like macro. My tip number three is to choose the right gear. So today I'm shooting with the Ikelite DLMA housing with a Sony A7CR. And then I am using the 16-35 Sony PZ lens. I really like this lens because it's nice and sharp from center to the side. I use macro lenses for smaller fishes. People don't realize, but there are a lot of really cool freshwater fish that are quite small, and that macro lens can help you get in close and really highlight those unique small animals. My fourth tip is to choose the right settings and techniques. So in springs, I like to shoot with a very slow shutter speed so I can get lots of light and keep my ISO pretty low. I like to shoot more narrow apertures, generally around f11 to f13. I find this helps keep everything nice and focused and sharp, but sometimes I will open up the aperture for more artistic shots. Springs have beautiful crystal clear water, and they're a perfect opportunity to capture Snell's window, which is where you can lower your camera down and actually look through the water and see things like trees and birds above. And so a lot of times I'll get my camera nice and low, another reason why I love this really small setup, and shoot up through that window with subjects in the middle. I also like to shoot a lot of close focus wide angle, and for those I generally shoot very low shutter speeds and try to freeze the object with the flashes, but then have enough natural light in the background to create a cool scene.